Perfect. Perfect.
Question and then Paco's hands. And then I'm gonna answer another question, then Paco's face. And another question, and Paco's nalgas. Alright guys, so a couple days ago we asked a question of, a Q&A. We asked what you guys wanted to know. Go ahead and ask us some questions and we were gonna try to answer. So I'm on Instagram. I have pretty much most of the questions that were on here. And that's what we're gonna try to get done today. It might be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, not sure. But hopefully it's not too long and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And we'll go from there. So one of the questions was, how do you feel about naturally aspirated cars and trucks? Will you ever build one? You are asking the wrong person. The reason I say this is building an NA car is a lot cheaper than building a boosted car. Building a boosted car is going to be a lot faster than building an NA car. Of course, there's guys out there that ran 810A. Takes a lot of money, time, and whatnot. But you can run 8s with boost a lot faster and easier than having to sit there and struggle or whatnot. So, will I build an NA car? No. Why? Because I already built one. I built one 10, 15 years ago, and at the end of the day, it's all about bragging rights. Who's faster? So if you build a 6th gen Camaro NA and you build a 6th gen Camaro boosted, the boosted one beats you. At the end of the day, who's faster? So with that being said, no, as you guys know, I'm a turbo guy. I've always been a turbo guy. Everything I've ever owned that's had a blower has gone eventually turbo. So no, I won't build an NA car. I'm not a fan of NA cars. There's too much drama out with NA cars. Everybody tries to say who's better or what's better. And at the end of the day, booster car shows up and it's gonna smack you around. So I won't build an NA car. I'm the type that likes boost. I'm the type that likes to go fast, and boost is the way to go. Moving on to the next question. What do you prefer, LS or LT? Again, I don't mind any of them. I'm okay with both of them. LS is a cheaper platform, mostly due to the direct injection and the fueling. So you can put together something that makes 1,000 horsepower a lot cheaper than you can with an LT. We have built some crazy LT stuff here. I like them, can't complain. They make more power, believe it or not. The LT platform, stock to stock, will make more power with the proper fuel system. The block, the heads, the head studs, everything just flows better, runs better, is stronger, makes more power, but it's more money. So I'm gonna go with, I prefer LS, and just for budget reasons, we can put together a 1,000 horsepower car a lot cheaper than you can an LT car. How far do you push? Are you gonna push the Z01 diff until you go SRA? That means a single rear axle. Oh no, solid rear axle. Sorry, solid rear axle. I had me thinking for a second. I think I'm done pushing it. The Z01 diff in the SS has done great. We've gone 120, 160 foot. We consistently go bottom 1.2s. The car has been great, not broken one part, not bent one piece, not snapped anything. It's really, really heavy, and it's definitely costing us some time. We're already in the wrong platform with having a sedan trying to go fast, but we already hit our goal. We hit our goal actually a lot faster than we anticipated. We went 760s with that car probably about a year after even putting it together. It didn't take us long to get it there. We're trying to go faster, and faster means less weight. Now I could just keep on pushing it and pushing these engines as far as I can, but I think we're done. We're actually waiting on an appointment with Funkhauser. Funkhauser will be doing our entire suspension. So we're doing spindle mount fronts, solid rear axle, 9-inch coilovers all around, which it already has. Big axles, a whole 9 yards, 4-link or ladder bar. I honestly don't even know where we're going with that direction. I'm gonna wait till we drop off the car and kind of look it over and talk to him, and then we'll go from there. So I mean, if I take out the car before my appointment and it goes faster than 121, that's amazing. And if it does not, I mean, we do have plans to switch it soon. Best NA setup for a 6th gen Camaro without camming it. Not gonna answer that question for the simple fact that everybody's got their own opinion. Everybody's gonna tell you they're on bolt-ons only, or they only have headers, and all of a sudden their car is running 680s at the 8th mile with headers. We all know that's not true. We all know there's something, you know, sneaky. Everybody out there that's fast doesn't always tell you stuff. You know, I can tell you how to make a car fast, but you know, people are gonna be out there saying, oh, you don't need this, you don't need that, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. And there's no point for drama. NA life is crazy, guys. I'll tell you right now, there's lots of drama in the NA life. There's lots of drama in the 6th gen world. Everybody thinks they're the best. LSA application. How often should you check or replace your spark plugs? So on an LSA, we really don't check them often. I've got customers that have gone 6 months without having to check plugs. If you race it a lot, I'll tell you one thing. After 2, 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months, a year, the car's running great, you know, you're good. If the car starts to sputter, it might be time for a set of plugs. Personally, my car or cars with more power, we try to check the plugs, replace the plugs before big events. But they're not daily drivers, or they're not cars that you kind of drive every day or on the weekends. They're cars that kind of just go out there, we put a lot of power through them, and we come back and we change the oils, change the spark plugs. So if you just have a 700, 800 horsepower LSA, I would say, unless you have a big event coming up, don't have to change them. Unless you feel it sputter, then I would start changing them. So just leave them alone. Leave them alone until you feel it's time to, you know, change them because it's sputtering, because you have a big event coming on, because it's been 6 months and you want to just want to do maintenance. Then change them then. Suspension you recommend for trucks 14 to 18. In general, every truck will benefit from coilovers in the front, you know, relocated shocks in the back, little things like that. Everybody's gonna have a different opinion again. I don't want to get into details to what I recommend, but I'll tell you guys right now, if you go to the track, suggestion number 1 or tip number 1, unhook your sway bar. Unhook your sway bar, let that thing have some travel, let that thing push some weight to the back, and that'll definitely help you guys. Harmonic balancer, aftermarket ones make a difference. Again, naturally aspirated stuff, people put smaller balancers, less spinning mass, more power. Does it help? Yes, 3, 5 horsepower. Something I would do? Not really. I'd spend my money on boosting the car. Boosted applications, we always go with ATI. You just got to replace it. We've had stock ones come apart, so we always upgrade to the ATI balancer. How much can a stock 10L80 take? What about a 10L90? Both of them are great with trans tuning. We have done, the 10L80 is a little bit of a weaker transmission, as you guys know. We've done maybe 600, 700 horsepower with them. I'm pretty sure people out there have done more. The 10L90, we've pushed over 1,000 in bone stock form. Both of them built, we've made 1,000 on both of them once they're built. So that should answer that question. How often should I replace my E85 sensor? Never. The kit should never be replaced. There's no reason to replace it unless you break it. You break the harness, you break the sensor. There's no reason to replace the sensor whatsoever. If the harness is failing, then that's a different story, but the sensor itself, there's no reason it should fail. 01 Tahoe, 5.3, 163,000 miles. Grown into it, don't plan on getting rid of it. What are some recommendations about as far as building the motor? Again, 163,000, if it's not burning oil, leave it alone. If you want something with more power, there's plenty of options out there. I would probably just throw a 6.0 in there, a freshly rebuilt 6.0, and maybe a small cam. Not sure what your intentions are with the car or the Tahoe, but obviously a bigger motor is better, and it'll help that Tahoe get up and going. Pro Charger recommendations to Pro Charger 5.3. There's no recommendations. Buy the Pro Charger kit, install it, have boost in your life, be happy. 2017 5.3 Yukon XL 4-wheel drive, nice suspension lift, daily driver, wife drives it, wants some motor upgrades. Would you guys be interested in working? Of course, 2017's great platform, direct injection. If you're lifted, you're heavy, you got big wheels, stop spending money on cam, headers, whatnot. Put some gears in the truck, and put a supercharger. Put a supercharger, get that thing, just get up and go, feel light on the throttle. You can drive it every day. You can take it to Glamis, you can take it to the dunes, you can take it wherever you want. A little bit more power and you'll be happy. Porting heads, upgrading compression would be a good idea if I plan on going boost in the future on an LQ9. I'm a fan of compression. I'm a fan of ported heads. You know, the less restriction, the more power, the less the boost has to work. So yeah, go ahead and port the heads, cut the heads, raise the compression. You know, as long as you're running good fuel, compression and good fuel, they go together. 2019 GMC Sierra, AT4 6.2, adding a Whipple Supercharger. What supporting mods do you recommend besides the DOD? So again, you can do many things to these trucks. We've done cams, we've done fuel systems, but on a 2019, I mean, the basic and the first thing I would do is throw that Whipple, put it together, shut off the DOD, and enjoy it. You know, if you're looking for more in the future, it's time to, you know, put a cam, put forged internals, put some fuel system in it, and go from there. But I would start with just adding the Whipple. Those things wake up. It's a 6.2, add a Whipple, pick up 100 horsepower, and be happy. What's the max limit you can push on a stock bottom LT1 without blowing it up? Can you boost an LT1 safely? That question will go many directions. We have boosted LT1s in stock form and made 850 horsepower, lived for 3-4 years, never had a problem. We have seen LT1 in Corvettes, Camaros boosted at 600 horsepower with broken pistons. In reality, it all depends the type of fuel you're gonna use, the type of abuse you give it, how you drive it, and boosting an LT1, boosting any stock motor in stock form, you know, is not considered, you can't say it'll be safe. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know if you get bad batch of 91 gas, if you have some detonation, if it's a hot day outside. I tell customers, if you boost an LT1, we've been pretty successful. Jesus Christ, give me 1 second. All right, I think both these done making holes over there. We've been pretty successful with 600 to 50 to 700 horsepower on E85. Ready? I'm recording. They don't listen, guys. They just don't listen. Back. Sorry about that. Where was I? LT1 questions. That's right. We were talking about the stock bottom end. So as I was mentioning, 650, 700 is usually what we will say it's safe, even though you never know. We made 650, 700 bolt-ons, cam, E85, straight E85, and we have plenty of Camaros, Corvettes, you know, anything LT1 out there, Escalades, Silverados, living and zero problems. Anything after that, I would say closer to the 800 range is where we have had pistons let go. And again, we've had some stay together for 850. So I think that just depends on how you drive it and conditions, fuel, and whatnot. All right, 10 speeds, LT1s reliable, any common problems? I think the 10 speeds are great transmissions. I think that the 10L80, which comes in the Camaro non-Z01, is great for naturally aspirated stuff. When you boost them, we've had them live at a good power, as I mentioned earlier, but To me, the killer transmission is the 10L90. That's a badass transmission, holds a lot of power. As far as if we're talking just about the Camaro 10-speed, I am not a Camaro guy, but overall the Camaro 10-speed is a great platform, and I prefer it over the 8-speed just because transmission is quicker shifting, you get more gears, and you don't get that clunky downshift you get a lot on the 8 speeds. You don't have the converter shutter you have on the 8 speeds. So I would say it's a reliable, good, solid transmission for the LT1s, and that obviously got offered in I think 19 and up. Actually, I think that was the only questions that were asked on that post. I think I did have a couple people message me directly and ask questions, but that's gonna take some time to go look for. That's why we asked for you guys to make a comment on the post, and we could go back to it and kind of go over it. So that's our video for today. We'll give you guys a little run around of what's going on at the shop. My truck's in the background waiting for an appointment to get dropped off. We have our Daddy Shark at MG Fab getting worked on, and we will be picking up the new car this weekend. So we'll be hitting you guys with a video of us headed out to cars coming from North Dakota, and we are picking it up in Colorado. We're meeting the owner halfway. We're picking it up, and we'll be back by the end of the week, and we'll give you guys a full video on the new car. Stay posted, like, subscribe. You guys know what to do, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching New Era Performance out of California. Thank you.